kind of feel like I'm back to making videos every single day. Feeling a little bit of wind here. Stockton, California, Santos Jr., a.k.a. Soldier of Self-Mastery. It is Friday. We are gearing up for the weekend, and I just did my little cardio walk to the park. I'm kind of working on this at least a couple times a week. Just walking and thinking, internalizing and meditating all at the same time as I'm walking. It's a very, very good ritual to get into. I highly recommend it. Especially if you feel like you're in a place in your life where you don't know what you should be doing about a certain direction, or maybe you just feel bored. You take a walk, get out with nature, meditate, bring a pad with you wherever you go. Yesterday I actually made a video while I was doing my cardio walk around the park, and it was a pretty interesting video. In fact, that video, before I did a little bit of editing, and while I was doing some editing to the video, it really caught my attention. It brought a couple of things to my mind about our thoughts, our speech, the way that we handle ourselves, and the way that we talk to ourselves. It really brought some things into perspective. And you and I get up every single day, we get dressed, we begin to make plans either the night before, we begin to make plans for that day, or we've made plans the night before. Next week I'm gonna actually be working part-time. It's been over a year since I've actually worked a part-time job, as I continue to build up my practice, my consulting services, my life coaching services. That's my heart passion. I truly want to help improve people's lives. I want to help inspire people, and I definitely want to make a difference. That's what moves me today more than anything else. I wasn't like this a couple of years ago, but this is who I am today. And every single day, if we truly want to live a better life, we must work on obviously creating that lifestyle. We must work on creating those positive habits. And it does start by repetition, obviously. One leads to the next, that next leads to the next, and we create momentum in all of this. I gotta hold the phone a certain way so the wind doesn't hit and disrupt the video, but might catch some of this, a little bit of this wind as I'm sharing this message. You know, you are a very unique person. You are a very, very creative being, whether you recognize that. Our Maker made us very, very spectacular. Sometimes I'll use the word humanoid. we would love for things to be perfect. We would love for things to be easier. We would love for money just to come in whenever we needed it, right? We would just love to have comfort. All of these wonderful things that life does give us on occasion. But I've learned more and more that if we are going to make a difference in this world, if we're going to really make a difference, we have to make a difference in our lives. We as an individual, we got to make a difference in our own life, the way we think, the way we speak when we're alone, especially when we're alone. That's when we're really building this sculpture of a person that we are. I was listening to Dr. Dyer this morning, and I listen to him often. You know, we all bring something unique into this world. You and I bring something very, very original to the table, to the marketplace, to serve others with. And we have to find that. We must dig deep inside and find that. Because I believe that we're not going to be fulfilled. We're not going to be honestly fulfilled. Working a job, putting money in the bank, having a family, driving a nice car, living in a decent home, having food, those things don't make us. Those are pleasures, but they don't really make us. What I believe honestly makes us is when we know what it is that we can do for others. What it is that we want as an individual. See, happiness doesn't come from outside of us. Happiness comes from within. Where does wisdom come? Well, wisdom can come from without, right? So can happiness. Happiness can come from without. But internal happiness is what we're really after. Just like we study, we read, we write, we watch videos, we listen to people, we train. But why do we do that? We do that because we're looking for something on the inside. Now, religion plays a big part in all of this. Obviously, religion plays a big part. Physical fitness plays a big part. But ultimately, we have to look inside and we have to ask some daring questions. And it has to be continually. It just can't be 1 or 2 days out of the week. It has to become habitual. It has to become a lifestyle. You know, again, I think I'm always reflecting about the person that I am and who I'm becoming and what is my purpose on this planet. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is mission 1? For me, it's to inspire people. To make a difference. And to improve lives. Those are 3 different areas. They all tie in together, but they're 3 different areas. I was thinking about that this morning, and you know, what is your mission 1? What is your mission 1? I'm going to be going live tonight. I'm going to be talking about the 4 pillars of success, probably tonight as I go live on my YouTube session. Let me see. Sunday, I will be going live on Facebook. And then Tuesday, I believe, I will be going live. It's either, yeah, Tuesday I will be going live on Instagram. I want to get myself out there. I really want to make a difference. So if I'm going to make a difference, the way that I feel that I'm going to make a difference right now is by doing these live speeches. And this is my life. This is my choosing. As I work and as I study and as I write and as I do all of these other things to better myself, I definitely want to help improve the lives of other people. I want to make a difference. In fact, I am making a difference. I got to change that. I am making a difference. I believe that I have the ability to help people that are looking for answers, that are looking for confidence. They're looking for a way to set fears aside. They're looking for a way to even make more money. You know, just because I'm not a millionaire yet doesn't necessarily mean that I can't help you find solutions. To your money challenges. Because I believe that when I speak and when I share a message, it inspires thoughts in your mindset. And if you're paying attention, you'll write those thoughts down. Sometimes I think about how I'm helping others. Well, not sometimes. Most of the time, I think, you know, how can I make improvements upon what I'm doing already? Because there's always room for improvement within room for improvement. And it's easy to get caught up looking at those people all around us that have more, that have done more, that maybe are a little bit older, and we can, if we're not careful, we can turn away from thinking the wrong thoughts, because we can learn from everybody around us if we're open. If we're truly open, we can learn. We can learn from people, even people that are going through difficult times, people that don't have much. We can still learn from them just as well as those that have done really good for themselves. And I have to learn to be me. You have to learn to be you. We must live out our lives searching inside of ourselves and asking ourselves the right questions. Being the person, you know, it's like when I give these speeches, you know, I do think I'm always brainstorming, but ultimately when I get in front of the camera, this is who I am. I can't hide from who I am. I'm not, you know, I don't have a master's degree in arts. I have to be me. I have to express what I feel needs to be expressed at the moment. And again, my job is to improve lives. I'm here to help people think better. I'm here to help people really dig inside of themselves and become the leader that they want to become. Because I realize people can't become like me. People can't duplicate what I do. They can take little bits and pieces of what I share, little bits and pieces, and apply it in a very personal way. But I don't expect people to simply just, you know, of course, we want to have a following, right? We want to have a following because in order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower too. So I follow people, but I become less and less dependent upon them as time goes on. I still follow them. I still listen to them because they're growing. They're on this journey of growth also, just like I'm in. And I'm telling you, this is a very sober talk that we're having today in this video. It's easy to get intimidated by other people. It's easy. It's very easy. If you begin to have the wrong perception, if you begin to look at the wrong things about other people that can possibly help you, intimidation will set in. And that can paralyze you, and that can stop you from progressing forward in your life. Every day that I get up, I do my rituals. I talk about my rituals. I don't hide anything from people. If you go back and watch some of my other videos, you can know all about me. But we're growing. You know, every single day we're growing. You got to believe that you're growing every single day. You must believe that. We have the choice to tell ourselves that. And you know, this may sound rather stupid, but it is true that the more that you talk to yourself about something that you truly want, the more you believe it, the more it becomes a reality in your life. I didn't understand that a couple of years ago. I remember I used to hear those statements that if you lie a lot, you'll actually begin believing in your own lies. Of course, that's not what I'm talking about. We don't want to sit there and lie to ourselves. But if you want to improve your life, if you want to improve an area of your life, start talking about it. You know, start writing about it. Because the more that you focus, the more repetition that you have in that one area, it's going to become a part of your life. And I want to grow every single day. I want to explore every single day. I'm not satisfied. I'm happy every single day. I live with inner joy. I could die right now and I'd be, you know, I mean, this could be it for me. Right? It's funny how we say that. I could die right here and I'd be happy, completely happy. Well, that's, in a sense, that's selfish because, yeah, I would be, but what about the others? And it's not up to me whether I live tomorrow. It's not up to me whether I die tomorrow. I leave that to my Creator, the Master of the universe. He's the one that's in control of the clock that runs my life. But I tell you, life is you're going to get out of life what you put into it. You're going to get out of your life, your personal life, what you inject into your mindset and how you talk to yourself and who you associate with and what it is that you do every single day. You know, what are you doing every single day is the question we should be asking ourselves, right? What are we doing? Most people say they want something, but they're not willing to chase it. Most people are stuck. You know, change to me and progress is very mysterious because we all have choices. Why did I choose what I've chosen today? To come here, to make this video, to talk about life, to talk about these things with you. Why did I choose this? Well, it just so happens that I did. Why did I choose to change my life? Why did I choose to stop gambling? Of course, that was a process. I just, you know, I didn't make up my mind one day and it was over. It was a process. It was a process of learning. It was a process of growing. But it started out with a decision. And that led to other areas of growth and other areas of study and other areas of self-awareness. We could look at the big picture. We could look at the mess. We could stare at the mess and think it's completely hopeless. Or we can stare at the mess and say, you know, I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to create progress. I'm going to do some different things. that are going to help me move in the direction that I want to move in. You can live happy every day. You can live choosing to do the things that you want to do. Now, again, you may be watching this video, you may have caught me for the first time, and you're sitting there thinking about your life, you're sitting there thinking about your circumstances and all the problems that you have. Maybe you have some very, very difficult and ugly problems in your life right now, and you've come across this video. I'm sure that this video, this micro speech, is talking to you. I'm sure that's a fact. What are you going to do with what you're hearing? What are you going to do with it is the question. You know, hopefully some self-confidence is stirred up in you from watching this video. Hopefully some self-belief. You know, the ability to tell yourself, man, you know what? I'm tired of living this way. I believe that I can change. Somehow, some way, I believe that I can change. And you begin down that road. You begin doing things that you hadn't done before. After a little bit, you begin to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. You begin to see that maybe some of these things that you're doing is really not worth your time, your energy, your money. And you begin to regroup. You begin to formulate new habits. And you begin down this path and you create yourself a new lifestyle. You know, I spend a lot of time alone when I'm not doing things with others. I do. I spend a lot of time reflecting on my own thinking, on my own desires, on the things that I want to fix. And everything takes time. It's not going to happen right away. You know, we got to practice being patient every single day. Every single day we got to practice being patient. That's a big key factor. I've spoken about this character trait, patience, in one of my other videos. In fact, I've probably spoken about this several times. But patience is the key. And it is a challenge because we don't have tomorrow. We don't know whether we're going to be here tomorrow. But today has been given to you and I so we can begin working today. We can begin making changes and honoring ourselves. You know, I don't really look for approval in others anymore. I think there was a point in time in my life where approval from others was needed, but I don't feel that I need approval. I think the greatest approval that I need is approval from myself. And that I honor, and I will not, approval for myself will not come if I'm not willing to back up my word, if I'm not willing to do at least a good 95 to 97% of what I say, because I fail. I know I fail. I don't do everything perfect. I know that. There's no perfection in all of this. The key is to do what you say you're going to do, though. Even if you fail. Now, if you continue to procrastinate and you just talk the talk and you don't do anything about it, and you know, you just continue basically down the same path, and you just beat yourself up, and you think negatively and you talk negative to yourself because you know you don't see something happening fast enough, well then that's definitely the wrong path. You know, you got to be patient with yourself. Man, this is a long video. This is a long video. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to learn to love yourself. You got to learn to encourage yourself. You got to learn to motivate yourself. You got to learn to ask yourself good questions, quality questions every day. Where am I going? What do I want? How am I doing? Who do I need to associate with? How many times should I watch this video? You know, I can go on and on with this conversation that we're having here, but I'm going to stop. I encourage you today, my friend, to really take a good look at yourself. Take a good look at where you are. Think about where you could be. Think about where or what it is that you want. And what it's going to take to get you there. You know, you have the ability to do this. You do have it. What you've gone through, where you're at right now, should not dictate where you're going to go and where you could be in the future, or even tomorrow or next week. You make decisions right now, they can begin to alter your course. They can begin to alter your destiny just by simply making some decisions and then honoring those decisions and being patient with yourself. Well, I'll probably see you live tonight on my English session at 8:30 p.m. right here on YouTube. And again, this is all new for me. I'm pushing the envelope. I'm pushing myself to do these live. It's different when you do a recorded video versus a live streaming video. It's different. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to honor my word. As I said, I've been doing it so far. I think we're going on our second or third week now. So I'm enjoying life. I'm going to continue to make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day, daily, in spite of and because of. I hope that you've stuck around to listen to this entire video. I hope that you've gotten some great things out of it. But more importantly, I hope that you apply what you know you need to do in your life. If there's anything I can do, my friend, send me a message. We'll go from there. And subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you on another video, on another day, at a different time. Hopefully with a very similar message. Because these messages that I keep thinking about it, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. It's all the same message. It really is. It might be spoken a little bit different with maybe a few different words, but it's all the same. You know, repetition is the mother of all teachers. So we should never get tired of hearing a lot of the same stuff, because that's what's going to make us great, is hearing a lot of the same stuff, providing that it's stuff that is good and positive and energetic and helps us move from A to B and from B to C. So, Santos Jr., a.k.a. Soldier of Self-Mastery, I want to thank you once again. I'll see you on my next video, my friend. Peace.